Have you ever woken up with an urge to shoot something? But, like, in a cutesy, bloodless way, nothing malicious. Well, I did. So I picked up Enter the Gungeon again this week, which lets you shoot all kinds of things. It's a roguelike and also a love letter to guns and gun-related media that, frankly, even as an American, is a bit much. So apparently a long time ago there was a big fortress, but then it got destroyed, because I guess it wasn't bulletproof, so not much of a fortress really. Naturally, adventurers rolled in to loot the place, delving into the ruins and trying to find the mythical treasure that is said to lie below, a gun that can shoot the past. Pretty tantalizing, I have to say. I could really use one of those, though I think that thing might not have enough bullets. Also, if you're watching this and haven't subscribed, you don't need a fancy gun to fix that mistake. There's 4 characters to choose from, not too much different in terms of gameplay. They don't get much characterization, so you're gonna have to use your imagination. It's fun to imagine exactly what they would want to kill about their own pasts. A Marine would probably want to change the day he enlisted, because I know all too many people from my generation that signed up to serve their country and just wound up getting shipped halfway across the globe, to wind up huffing burn pits or getting their limbs blown off by IEDs. The pilot, who knows, he seems like a pretty carefree guy, but then again he is running around in a dungeon. Maybe he wants to go back and fix whatever reason it is that he's not, piloting something right now. The convict, well, I guess that one's kind of obvious. She'd obviously have to shoot the day where she got that haircut. And the hunter. I don't know, maybe she's secretly a cat person, but she already got the dog, so she'd want to go back and change before she signed on for the commitment of corgi ownership. Whichever one you pick, you're gonna have to venture down into the depths and shoot anything that breathes, and plenty of things that don't. Ghosts, slimes, sentient iron maidens, and lots of other things that don't bleed, because this might be the most child-friendly shooting game in existence. Well, actually, Splatoon would probably take the gold medal there. But most of the enemies are these little bullet guys. Toddling, awkward, kinda cute, even if they do wind up getting a piece of me more often than they should. There's a whole hierarchy evident in their bullet society. The common rounds are the rank and file, the shotgun shells clearly superior, the sniper rounds lording over from a distance. There's even a bullet king, for Christ's sake. I want to appeal to them, try to start a revolt. Bullet kind, rise up. Do you want to serve a monarch that treats you as expendable? Then again, you are bullets. It's, you're sort of expendable by design. Okay, I might have to rethink my pitch. I wanted to play this because I played Star of Providence a few weeks ago, and, another roguelike shmup that's kind of in the same vein sounded like it could be fun. Of course, I needed to take a little break in between. If I play shoot-'em-ups too long, I start seeing bullet patterns whenever I close my eyes, like some sort of video game burn-in, so I wanted to wait that out a bit in case it becomes permanent. Gungeon is just as fun as I remember it, once I got past the typical early stumbling while I remembered how to play. Few bad dodges here and there, a few early boss deaths, also running face first into mimic chests, cause I forgot that was a thing in this game. In hindsight, now that I'm reviewing the footage, it's kind of obvious, but it really threw me for a loop the first couple of times. Once I got good again and could get to the lower levels and juggle a proper arsenal of weapons, the game really gets going. You'd think someone with 8 guns in their back pocket wouldn't be able to dodge so good, but you'd be wrong. And it really reminded me of all the things I like about this game. I love the art style. The pixel art is so damn charming, which is probably the only thing that worries me about the sequel, but I'll come back to that. There's little details everywhere. I actually find myself thinking about this world and its inhabitants and how everything came to be. Like, is this all science? Magic? Science so advanced it looks like magic? Who made this place? These decorations and all these bulletproof tables that are everywhere? Were the people living here just expecting to have spontaneous shootouts in their daily lives? I like all the side characters, and it's only now in retrospect that I'm looking at them all that I realize that most of the side characters in this game are merchants of some kind, which makes sense. Merchants are the real winners in these games. They all get to just park themselves out of danger and rake in the profits with none of the risks. Special nod to the mustachioed shopkeep setting up a franchise on every floor to dispense firepower and healthcare. Do you need a license for that? Also, can I be a merchant? After a certain number of frustrating deaths, I'd be willing to give the retail life a try. Is there a game where you do that? Someone has to have made that. I also love all the references to other games, and by God are there a lot of them. From the enemies here, I mean look, they've got Zelda, the Wall Masters, they've got the spinny mace guys from Zelda that I'm blanking on the name of right now. The guns, dear lord, we'd be here all day if I tried to list all of those references, but I'll give a shout out to the Mario Kart green shell gun, which gives me trauma because I keep thinking I have to dodge my own green shells because I've just learned to fear them through years and years of suffering. They've got Dungeons and Dragons references, of course, but that's kind of cheating. I mean, probably half of games reference Dungeons and Dragons in some way or another. That promiscuous property has left its DNA all over gaming. They've even got the snake from Snake, so that's probably excited for whoever had a Nokia phone back in the day. And really also I love the simplicity. It's amazing how much mileage you can get out of basic shooting mechanics and a dodge roll. There's a million guns in this game with their own quirks, but it's nothing you can't figure out just by playing. You don't have to stop and read tooltips, you can just blaze ahead and figure it out as you go. And it just goes to show you, you don't need a million mechanics or fancy cutscenes or realistic hair physics or whatever other bells and whistles people try to cram into games. As long as you nail the fundamentals, you'll have a great game. I've seen the trailer for Enter the Gungeon 2, and I'm excited. Certainly I'd be happy to enter the Gungeon again, it's just, I don't know how I feel about that art style. I feel like the charm of the original is going to be hard to match, and I don't know. I have some misgivings about it. How do you all feel about that, anyway? You think it's good or bad? And how do you feel about Enter the Gungeon as a whole? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's all I had to say about this one. I'm probably going to go play something else now. Haven't decided yet. I'll see you guys in the next one.